Hi, and welcome to the iDay Trade training. Congratulations on making this decision to become a day trader. Here in this training, we will go over the basics where anybody can learn to become a day trader and day trade on the foreign exchange market, making money in the comfort of their own home, just using their computer. So just jumping right into it, the Forex market, as you'll often hear it called, is nothing more than the exchange of foreign currency. And this is done through pairs, so you'll often see this format, and that represents two currencies, one being traded for the other. So in this case of the USD JPY, that represents the US dollar and the conversion to the Japanese yen. So though there are many pairs, there are five major pairs that are most volatile, meaning that more money is exchanged between those pairs than any others, and those five are listed here. The top one being the Euro US dollar. Okay. Hours of operation, guys, the market is literally open 24/5. That's Monday through Friday. It closes on Saturdays and then opens up again on Sundays. So really you can trade any day, any time of the week other than Saturdays. Though there are better times to trade when the market is more volatile than other times, or also more liquid, as I like to also call it. Those times are when the market opens and closes, and you can see these times here. I'll click on this. I'll take you to this website. You'll see here this fancy little graph. This spells it out for you. For example, the U.S. market opens every day, not every day, but Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Okay, that's Eastern Standard Time. And then the Tokyo market, Sydney, London, etc. So the times that the markets are opening and closing is when it's most volatile. That's when more investors are making trades and there's more money to be made, and more likelihood that your trades are fulfilled. Also, another great time to trade when the market is most volatile is when the markets overlap. Okay, you'll see that here, the different times in which the markets are overlapping. You can also see that here on this graph here. So between these hours, when the London and US market is both open, these hours here later in the evening. So though you can trade anytime, Monday through Sunday, except for Saturdays, there are definitely better times to trade than others. Okay. This is also a nice link. We'll click on it here that have some great information as far as the volatility of the market. This kind of ranks the pairs as far as for the day, how many pips was the difference in high to low, and we'll get into what that means as pips and how much money there was. You'll see here this graph shows the times in which the market is most volatile. So this represents the Euro US dollar. So this is midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you can see here when the market opens is when it's most volatile, as well as a time in the middle of the day when the market overlaps with other markets that are open. And then obviously when the market closes, and then after that it kind of trails off. This graph here shows the days of the week in which the market is most volatile. For whatever reason, Thursday is the day in which the market is most volatile. But that doesn't mean you can't make money other days of the week, obviously. Okay, so you heard me talking about pips. A pip is nothing more than 0.001 of the currency being traded. So I like to think of a pip as also a percentage point. As we get trading here, when you're trading at a volume of one pip represents $10. Meaning that if the currency went from 1.1234 to 1.1244, you would have made $100. Okay, now at a volume of 10, the pip or percentage point then represents $100. Meaning if the currency went from 1.1234 to 1.244, you would have made $1,000. Okay. There's also a cost to the trading. there's typically two costs: the spread and the broker commission. Okay, the spread is always going to be shown to you. The spread ranges and is different at different times of the day, and it will always be shown to you before you place your trade. The broker commission is also displayed. It is typically $7 at a volume of 1, meaning that if it was a volume of 5, the broker commission would then be $35.